How to build a gaming PC. Are you tired of playing in consoles, having to pay to play online, and playing games in 30 FPS? Well, I have the perfect solution for you. Build a gaming PC and problem resolved. People who want to have a better experience in gaming should have a PC. As a person who played in consoles for over 17 years, I can say that building my own PC was the best thing ever. Hopefully this speech will motivate you to build a gaming PC and the benefits that this has. In this guide, I will explain what is needed to build a PC gaming, the steps on how to build it, and the benefits of having a PC. First, let's talk about creating a budget and choosing components. When it comes to build a PC, creating a budget is very important because this will help us to know our limit and what type of components we can buy. Also, depending on our budget, we will know how good our PC could be. When choosing the components, we have to keep in mind that all the pieces are compatible. For example, when buying a processor, you have two options, Intel or AMD. Both of them use their own motherboard. This means that if you buy an Intel processor, you will have to buy a motherboard for Intel and otherwise. For the rest of the components, this doesn't apply. In order to build a gaming PC, you will have to buy a processor. It could be i3, i5, i7, or i9. Motherboard, memory RAM compatible with our motherboard, a graphics card dedicated to gaming. The models recommended are 1050, 1050 Ti, 1060, 1070, 1070 Ti, 1080, 1080 Ti, until the latest one 2080 Ti. The higher the number model, the powerful and expensive the card will be. An HDD to store our information, and an SSD to store the operative system and programs. A CPU cooler to keep our CPU in safe temperatures. A kit of at least 3 fans that we can attach in different areas of our case for good temperatures, and power supply and lastly a case. Now that we talk about creating a budget and choosing components, now we're going to talk about how to build a gaming PC. Now we're in the fun part. Once we have all the components, we proceed to install everything. It's better to start installing the memory RAMs, the CPU, and the power supply. Also, attach your RAM to the motherboard by finding the RAM slots and inserting the RAM cards appropriately. They should only feed one way. Attach your power supply to the motherboard power supply section and insert the graphics card in the PCI Express port. Apply thermal paste to the processor if necessary. Put a small dot around the size of a grain of rice of thermal paste on the CPU. Put on top of the CPU the cooler. Attach the heatsink. This varies from heatsink to heatsink, so read instructions for your processor. You may need to knock the plates of the back of the case in order to fit your components into the correct position. Secure the motherboard. Once the standoffs are installed, place the motherboard in the case and push it up against the backplate. All of the back parts should fit into the holes in the I/O backplate. Plugging in the case. The order in which these are connected will depend on which is easiest. Your motherboard documentation will show you where on your motherboard these connectors attach. Install your hard drive. Insert the USB in order to install the operating system in our new PC. And we can do this by going to the Microsoft website and downloading Windows 10 free trial. The benefits of having a PC are many. You can use it to work, study, do research, play video games, and many other things. That is why it's so good to build a PC. gaming, uh, because basically you are killing two birds with one stone. Also, the customization that you have as a gamer in PC when it comes to play video games is incredible. You can play your favorite games with the graphic quality you want. There are plenty of discounts every year for many games in platforms like Steam, the Epic Store, Origins, and you can also install mods to your games, and the best thing of all is that you don't have to buy a console every 2 or 3 years because you can upgrade your system. That is what makes the PC Master Race the best option out there.